What I especially liked was the footage of the gym, because I thought that was very relevant, and it's a good choice of topic, like footage to have in there.
If I saw it and I didn't know it's for a media coursework, I would have thought it was very genuine, it was very clear, and obviously had its target audience in mind.
If that was actually a proper introduction on the BBC, I would be interested to see the rest of it, to be honest, because it was very professional and it looks very interesting.
For an improvement on the documentary, I'd say maybe have less interview time and more shots of other things, because I did think the interviews went on for a little bit long.
The graph that was used when it brought up talking about the statistics, it was a bit out of date. The latest statistic was 2010, and seeing as we're in 2013, then maybe that could be brought up to date.
With the improvement, I thought that the two people who'd been interviewed, they were quite similar sort of people really. They both got very similar jobs. So perhaps it would have been good to have a bit of a contrast in one, like maybe a fitness person and then maybe a dietitian perhaps.
The thing I liked about the radio trailer was that I gathered what it was about straight away, and it went well with the documentary. They kind of worked well together.
Okay, I thought that the narrator on the radio trailer was very clear, and the points that he made were very relevant to the topic of losing weight and the health and fitness crisis.
I thought the radio trailer was quite serious, and it made it sound as if it was actually, because it is like a big thing. So yeah, it sounded like they were actually taking it quite seriously.
For an improvement on the radio trailer, I'd say some of the sound levels, there was a bit of buzz in them, so maybe lowering them so there wasn't no buzz. That'd be my improvement.
Although it's very relevant, I think that some bits could have been cut down because it's quite long.
I thought it sounded just a little tiny bit depressing, the actual programme that's going to be on. So it maybe would have been a bit kind of, maybe mention something positive, like, oh, we're going to show you how to deal with it, instead of just going on a bit. So yeah, I thought that was...
I like the Health and Fitness magazine because the main image is quite bold and I immediately know what it's about, and the whole page is filled up quite well. And I also quite like the burger or body. I think that's quite like a memorable quote which stands out well.
I thought that the good part about it was in the top corner, it's actually the same colours as the BBC channel, so you know it's going to be, serious and probably related to it.
If I was going to suggest an improvement, I'd probably say to have a background colour, because although the page is full, white, it kind of makes it look like there's a lot of empty space in between the writing. So if there was a bit more colour on there, it'd kind of catch my eye a bit more.
The main picture's like nice and big, but the fast food pictures are quite small, so maybe they could be like brought into proportion of the magazine maybe.
It might be good to actually put perhaps on the page a well-known like figure, perhaps someone who's in sport, for example, or someone who's well known. So then that would attract people who admire that particular person, maybe.